Now, girl, I know you've been seeing this pink blush look everywhere. You might as well stay for a while. Let me show you how to do it. Up first is always your skin prep. Skin prep is going to be the most important step in this routine. What I like to do is start with a lot of hydration. I like to layer 2 different sprays and a moisturizer, and then I go in with my primer, honey. Like, nothing before that. We need lots of hydration. Don't forget your neck, because that's where they can tell where you're aging first. Trust me when I say it. Just never skip the neck, okay? Now we go in with a little eye cream under the eye. I had just woke up and I had a lot of alcohol this past weekend, so my under eye, not doing too good, honey. So we need to give her a little bit of help in this makeup routine. Not only did we hydrate, but we're going to use a hydrating primer too. Okay? More hydration. Trust me, if you're a dry skin girly like me, making sure your skin is properly hydrated is going to change the game. Anyway, into the brows. First, I like to kind of just brush them out, fluff them out a little bit, and then I go in with some brow gel to kind of shape them, just give them a little like tame. You know what I'm saying? I like to go for a natural but like carved out look. So my goal is to like just follow my natural brow and then fill in from there. Now, when you go to fill in your brows, take your time. I like to start at the front of my brow and kind of trace out towards the bottom and move up towards the top, like up and out, if that makes sense. Light strokes, light hand. You want to kind of make it look like your hair as much as possible. And obviously, we're going to do the other side too. Next step is foundation. I like to use can you guess? We know. Yes, a hydrating foundation. My all-time favorite foundation and the one I'm using in this video is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. And honey, when I tell you she's tried and true, she's tried and true. I think what messes a lot of girls up is that they really don't take their time blending in their foundation. Like, take your time. You want to make it look like your skin, honey. Skin. Now in this video, I'm using a sponge, but I'm going to be honest with y'all, on any given day, I will reach for a sponge or a brush. So do what's best for you. Girl, next up is concealer. I like to start by using a skin tone or close to skin tone concealer under eye, because this layer of concealer is just to even everything out and bring the entire skin tone to an even base. Now, while that kind of dries down and get a little bit of tacky, I like to go ahead and carve out the underbrow. I told y'all, natural but carved out. It needs to give clean. It needs to give lines. You understand? I also drag it down and blend it into the lid because it seconds as an eyeshadow base. Just make sure you blend everything in, because the area around your eyes is the first thing to kind of try to crease up on you. Once I'm done with the brows, then I start going in with my beauty blender and blending out that concealer. At this point, it's super tacky and should be super easy to blend out. This is also something that you should take your time with, like, especially as you're getting older, the under eye likes to crease a little bit, and who has time for that? The next step is bronzer. Girl, if you're not using a cream or liquid bronzer by now, what are you doing? It just gives you that really pretty underpainted base, and it's like, why don't you want that? Obviously, these are the areas I contour, but do what's best for your face shape and blend that sucker out, baby. Like, everything when it comes to blending, just blend. Take your time. It doesn't matter how long it takes until it looks flawless, sweetie. Y'all listen to music, cause if the music ain't busting when I'm doing my makeup, I'm not in a good mood. So I need the playlist to be jumping. I feel like my playlist low-key determines my mood for whatever I'm about to do. Blending out your contour kinda is gonna be a super important part, because you wanna go up on your cheek, kinda a little bit where your blush is gonna be, but really give your face that dimension, give it the warmth, give it the color. This is going to be important. Literally blend for your life, honey, because no one wants harsh lines. I'm telling you now. All right, girl, this is where it gets good. The blush, honey. I'm such a blush girl. Circa my early 20s, I did not wear blush, but I am so grateful to be in the blush community. Okay, so we're layering blushes. So this first one I like to blend in with my bronzer, keeping it more on like the cheekbone and then right into the bronzer look, right? Then I like to go in with a second layer of blush. Oh yeah, even more pink. because why not? Focusing this blush more on the upper cheekbone and like towards the inner eye. This, make sure you really blend, but remember we're going to put more concealer over top of it, so it's going to blend seamless. Trust me, trust the process. Obviously, the more blush you put, the more pink it's going to end up looking. And for me, I really, really, really love the pink look. I don't know why I have been gravitating to her, but she's been eating. Yummy. Now we're going in with a brightening concealer. This concealer is going to be like 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone to really brighten up that center of your face. Bring all the attention to your face, right? We're going to let that dry down and get tacky because like we said, the more tacky, the easier to blend it out. And it just blends so seamless. You want to start blending that into your blush a little bit. Like really make sure there's no harsh lines sitting right under your eye because it brings so much attention to it. And you don't want that. Here is where you'll add a little bit more pink blush if you need. And I like to go back and forth with the brush and the sponge to kind of really give seamless blend. Now here's the game changer right here. The One Size Pink setting powder. Why wasn't I using pink setting powder before? She not only gives a soft baby doll look to the under eye, but also sets that pink blush flawlessly to prepare it for more powder blush. Then we're going to go in with a bronzing powder. This one is from Fenty Beauty, and I just feel like she never fails me. Like, okay, what's happening here? Anyway, she never fails me, and we're going to go in with the powder the same places we went in with the contour. Really take your time blending. I like to use a big fluffy brush, but hold it closer so that I have a little bit more control. But this, girl, this right here, you know what happens when them 2 fingers tapping. She will eat and set every ounce of your face, and you will ask, where did the pores go? I like to use it to carve out the line of the bottom contour and really just set the lower half of my face. And she's eating. Then after I do that, I like to just take whatever is left on the powder puff and just really blend in, going back and forth with that and the brush. And baby, that's your base. We're just missing one step, the highlight. And do you see that? I feel like the Dior highlight will never, it would just never fail. Like it immediately brought that highlight to the face. And I like to do it on the upper cheekbone up into a little bit in right under my brow. Final step is just going in with that bronzing powder color and popping it into your crease and on your eyelid. That's literally all I did, girl. This just brings a little bit of attention to the eyes, especially if you have dramatic lashes like me. Now, you know, this is where it all comes together. Set, and honey, you should look like this.